As far as cougars go, you can apply all these tips I'm giving you to every woman of any age, but especially cougars. And I only say that because they require a little bit more attention than a normal younger girl, maybe. Only because they've gone through a lot of life experiences and they decided not to put. When I say they, I'm saying people that I've talked to, my friends and other cougars that I'm associated with. We all kind of feel the same way when it comes to younger guys approaching us. And I thought I'd give you those 7 inside tips. And then after I give you the inside tips, and especially if you're watching this later on, you make sure to like this video, and then you can ask questions. And if you are watching this later, ask me the questions later in the comment section. And so thank you, Bonker Bonker, and thank you, Brian. If you're new to my broadcast, Brian, welcome. And Tom, 2 Toms, and Mohammed, and Bonker Bonker, and everybody else, and Daniel. I'm going to go through some tips that I jotted down this morning, as I'm assuming that you all know all my tips because you watch every single video, but there's 400 videos or so or more. I'm not sure that I got all of them and that you've had a chance to watch all of them. So anyway, here we go, and thank you, Dave. Okay, I'm apologizing to all my Instagram people that I keep ignoring you, but I'm trying to do both people here. I'm trying to do Instagram and I'm trying to do YouTube, so it's a little bit of a challenge. So my tips are, number 1, if you want to approach an older woman, make sure that you're confident. I talk a lot about confidence on my channel because that is what attracts you to women in general. You are most likely attracted to a confident woman and not someone who is, I would say, insecure, not particularly self-aware. And so if you want to approach an older woman, the best sound now. The best way to approach an older woman is with confidence, and that means in every way, shape, or form. You need to have your confident stance. It's almost like you're going in to play a sports game. Be prepared to be the best you can be, because an older woman who is confident can sniff out someone who is insecure in a second. So you want to make sure that you've got your A game going in and that you're very confident with your own. What? People are saying my mic is off. Hopefully you guys on Instagram are able to hear me. Okay, so back to that. So confidence is numero uno. Make sure that you have your confidence up when you approach any woman, especially the older woman. Number 2, whoever you're approaching, make sure you read her body language. If she is on the phone, hey Peter, hi Loki. If she's on the phone, if she is talking to a friend and she's deep in conversation, if she's got her hands like this, making it very evident that she doesn't want to talk to anybody else besides, a lot of times women can show a lot through their body language. So look at the body language very carefully before approaching. If she is in the middle of something, whatever it is, if she's talking to the bartender, if she's talking to someone that she knows from across the room, whatever it is, make sure that you're paying attention to that first, because if she's not up for being interrupted, you're just going to be like a pest, and she's going to be like, she's going to flee you away. So that's number 2. So be confident and read her body language, okay? Now, assuming all systems are green light, because the body language is, what it is, that she's open to, and open meaning like, maybe more like this. Arms open is open. Arms closed is closed. Thank you for all the compliments. I'm going to keep going, and I will respond to all questions, compliments, suggestions after this little tutorial on the 7 tips that I'm trying to help you with when it comes to approaching and being with an older woman. Okay, so the 3rd tip I have is to be assertive, to not be concerned about, if you feel like you're being too annoying. Don't worry about those inner thoughts that are going on. Be assertive. Walk up to her. Don't go like this, like I'm scared, a little boy. Be the man. Be assertive. Now that doesn't mean be aggressive. That doesn't mean to walk up and manhandle her. That doesn't mean to walk up and say something obnoxious. I don't believe in any of that negging crap that a lot of these dating supposedly pickup artists suggest that you do. None of the peacocking, all that stuff from pickup artists, I don't agree with. I don't approve of. I don't think it works with older women. And so if you're watching me, I'm going to give you definitely different techniques than the traditional pickup artists have suggested. And I feel like these are going to work a lot more because you're getting into the mind of a woman. Daisy Boy said, I'm not open or closed. I'm not sure. I'm focused right now. I'm very focused. I'm focused on giving you guys these tips. So I got the be confident, read body language, be assertive when you walk up, say something when you walk up that's going to be stimulating, exciting, worthwhile of a conversation. Her time is precious. She doesn't want to waste it on idle chit-chat. So when you walk up to her and you make some sort of an opening line, make sure that it makes sense and it doesn't sound like you're a complete moron. But more on that, if you go to my website, KarenLeePotter.com, and order How to Catch a Cougar, that's my video download. It's on my website, and I suggest you purchase it because there's definitely more instructions as to opening lines, etc. there. Okay, now once you've got your older woman, cougar, or like I say, any woman's attention of any age, make sure that you're very attentive. The worst thing you could do is to get on your phone when you're talking to her and start looking at your phone. Okay, that is so rude, and it's so annoying to me as an older woman. I know that most people want 100% undivided attention. Again, to me, my time is very valuable. And if I'm talking to someone, I don't want them on their phone. I don't want them looking around over, at all the other people in the room. I don't want them talking to the people next to them. I want complete, undivided attention. It shows respect, and it makes the person feel special. And that is what the game is all about. Older women like to be treated like goddesses, like queens, like special people. And if you make her feel special, you'll get those special vibes back. If you don't make her feel special, you will be shut down immediately. So I know that I've had that instance where I've been with a younger guy and he started pulling out that phone shit with me, and I said, you know what? This is not happening. So, adios. Okay, and I'm going to get to all the questions in a minute. And low-key, you are absolutely right. When you're making that person feel special, eye contact. You definitely want to give eye contact and make sure that you even get to the point where during the conversation you can even touch her, like delicately if it's going right. Do not like put your arm around her or anything, but you can do little subtle things like just swiping her leg, maybe pretending it's by accident, touching her hand, whatever, just very, very gently, but we'll get into more of that. Again, and those techniques are on my website if you buy the download How to Catch a Cougar. And that goes right into number 5, don't play games. Don't try to act like you're someone else that you're not. Don't start with those silly games like, there's a million games out there, like I said before, about the negging and the peacocking and all that kind of stuff. None of those fly. So when you get her number and you decide to text her later that night, don't wait 3 days or, whatever the rules are, whatever, just make sure that you're yourself. Be honest, open, and don't play games. Can't emphasize enough how much women my age hate that game playing crap because we're over it. We've done it, been there, done there. Game playing is not the way to go. Appreciate all those hearts that are coming in on Instagram. Definitely. This is very sweet of you guys. Lots of hearts, a lot of love, and I really think that's great. Okay. So don't play games, and don't, by any means, do not act like a little boy. Of course, when you're having this conversation, the worst thing you could do is say, how old are you? Okay, that is not good. That goes along with sending penis pics. Do not ask how old a woman is. Do not ask how old her kids are. Do not express how young you are. Keep all that nonsense out of the room, okay? Because that's going to make her feel paranoid and call attention to the fact that you guys are a different age, and she's not going to be receptive to that. It's not that she knows that you guys are of different ages, but she doesn't need to be conscious of it at all times during the conversation. Okay, can I buy her a drink? Someone asks. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you buy her a drink? It shows that you want to continue the conversation with her and that you appreciate her. So yes, absolutely. Again, a lot of these are general rules and you have to play it by ear, but trust me when I tell you that all the game playing and all the non-paying attention behaviors and trying to be something you're not, cocky instead of confident, none of that's going to fly and you're wasting your time. If you really, really want to do this, you've got to follow Karen's rules. Someone just asked if I read the book The Rules. I don't like any of those books. I don't like general books like that. I think what I'm giving you are very logical tips that don't have a lot of bull crap in them. So my tips are proven, effective tips because they're based on myself and the years that I've been doing this YouTube channel and also the people that I've associated with and talked to. This is a very, very, these are very particular to older women with younger guys. Although I would say that if you're watching this later on and you realize that you are attracted to girls of any age, these tips are very important for them too. It's basically, my tips are about respect and consideration for the person that you're talking to. So we're on number 6. And so most of those up until now have been what to do. I'm going into the what don't do. Like the one I just said was don't play games, but there's also don't become this stalker needy guy. That is very uncomfortable, especially to older women who don't want someone who is going to be like, like extremely needy and possessive and jealous and calling constantly. I'm not saying to play games at all, but I think you need to be a little bit of a challenge and you have to have your own life and you have to be very passionate about things that make you a better person and make you interesting. So if you are this needy person that is very concerned about her and constantly worried about where you stand with her and asking her, needy questions, and you know what I'm talking about, it's a huge turnoff. So again, remember that she's an independent woman and she's gone through a lot of life experiences, so she really doesn't want to take on another child, and to be a needy, desperate person is a very unattractive trait. So number 7, be patient. There's no rush. That includes sex, that includes everything. Most important thing you want to do is just relax, chill out, be patient. You don't need to have like a huge, intense, sexually wild experience with her the first night, okay? So when I say be patient, just keep it light, keep it exciting, and make sure that you just think about okay, whatever I'm doing, whether you're just talking to her, whether you're gonna see her the next day, whether or not you're gonna have sex with her, all these things can all come in time, and just to be relaxed and patient, especially sexually. Be patient. I know you're excited. I know this is going to be like the most awesome experience in your life for you, that you're with this older woman and that she's going to teach you all kinds of great stuff, but everything comes with patience. I'm not the most patient person in the world, but I know that when it comes to these kind of things, you want to just take your time and let it grow. Someone once said you want a relationship to be more like steel, like smoldering steel. You don't want it to be like aluminum flash in a pan. And I really believe that this is the case with especially older women. You want to make sure that you're very chill and relaxed, and just be someone who is one of good character and respect, and basically someone who can chill the fuck out. Okay, so I'm going to go through real quickly those 7 tips again so you don't forget them, and they will be in the description box. I hope you learned something from it, and I will be open to any other comments and suggestions that I'm going to read through right now. I know you guys have been writing like crazy, and I'm going to go through them real quickly, and we'll go right to the comments after that. So number 1 was be confident. Number 2 was read her body language. Number 3 is be assertive, not aggressive, assertive. Number 4 is be attentive. Stay off your phone. Number 5 is don't play games. Make sure to man yourself up. Dress like a man, act like a man, and don't play those silly games. Number 6 is don't become that needy, stalkerish guy. Have a little faith in yourself. Have a little confidence and respect, and don't do things that are going to make her feel really uncomfortable and want to get as far away from you as possible. And the last is just to be patient and know that these things take time and there's no need to rush. Don't worry about that this is the last time you'll be able to see her, and that, you know, if you don't get her number right away, it's a big problem. Remember that, you know, everything good takes, what is it? Yeah. If it, nothing good comes easy. That's what it is. Nothing good comes easy. So just relax, enjoy the ride, and be patient. Okay, so now that I've seen the whole chat line here, what else can we talk about? Let's see. All right, I'm going to try to go back and address some of the. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of compliments, which I of course appreciate. Hassan, she needs some dick in her life. I want to give you my dick. Okay, so Hassan, unfortunately, is probably new here, so I'm just going to put you in timeout because this is about respect, Hassan, and you are not respecting me. You are acting like a jerk, and you are acting exactly like someone who has no clue how to get women. Because someone who is confident and respectful would not say those stupid-ass things that you just said. So anyway, I hope I got my point across to everyone else that I spend a lot of time and energy developing this channel to help people, and I don't expect to be treated like a piece of meat. Hassan. Okay. Hint, hint. All right. Can you buy her a drink? We asked. Yes. Have you ever read the book The Rules? Yeah. I didn't bother. I read a few of the lines and I was like, I'm bored. Let's see. Bryson hates games. It's whose house do you go to, hers or yours? Whatever works for the two of you. Sometimes it's better to be at hers if you want to get the heck out of there. Sometimes it's better to be at yours if you feel like you're more comfortable there. So I think that's something I couldn't really answer for you guys. So Milfman says, I love Milfman. The name is hilarious. And I'm going to be making t-shirts with Milfman and other fun t-shirts. Hopefully you guys will buy ones that say KarenLee's Crew with a K-R-E-W. What do you think? By the way, if you like this video so far, thumbs up. If you're watching it on Instagram, thank you for all those little hearts. And let's see. And thank you for all the comments. But I'm going to get to Instagram in a sec. Okay. Okay, Zach, you're going to need to wait until you're older, please, if you're 16. Let's see. It's much easier to take some Russian woman. Okay, well, Peter, it depends on the type of woman you want. I mean, maybe if Russian women are easier, there's a reason. Maybe they want you more for something else besides your personality. Maybe they need you for money. I don't know, but I don't know that you can judge a woman based on who's easier. And do you want something that's easy? Or do you want something that you have to work for? So Peter's saying that they are ready for sex all the time. That's cool. If that's what you want, fine. You can also get that with those new rubber plastic dolls that are ready for sex all the time, but they don't talk much and they don't stimulate much, so you might want to think about that. Guys, you don't, Michael says, guys don't have to have a big cock just to be respectful. Just be respectful. Absolutely right. Who gives a shit about your cock if you're not a really wonderful person? Nobody. Well, at least no cougar I know. Let's see. Okay, so apparently Peter says that in Bulgaria people have sex everywhere. That's interesting. Brandon says, I'm not sure if this is a good question, but depending on age differential, what is the best way to maintain good conversation to find a common ground? I think that's an excellent question, Brandon. And I'm sure by the way you phrased it and wrote it, that you sound like a very intelligent human being, and that you'll be able to come up with things that you think that this person that you're talking to would be interested in. For example, if you are at a bar and something is interesting on the TV, you can talk about that. If you want to talk about, like I've talked on this channel before, Brandon, that it's very interesting to talk to someone about what their passions are. Another interesting, most people have families. You could talk about families if the person has children, if the person has brothers and sisters, if the person has an interesting job. So I think it is very easy to find a common ground as long as you're talking about something that is universal, like music or sports or comedy, things like that. A lot of people like movies. A lot of people like TV. Uh, let's see, K. Smitty, the only game I play are video games, not in real life. Okay, good, 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 good. Peter, you're the masseur. Good. Okay, bad mom, how you doing? What advice would you give a guy who goes to a place to hit on MILFs but is being watched by security for continuously walking around hunting for them? Oh, why don't you go to a different place, bad mom? Don't go to the same place all the time. There's got to be other places you could go to. As a matter of fact, if you know of good places, I'm trying to listen to all of your suggestions yesterday, which was to come up with a guide of cougar bars. So throughout the country. So I'm going to try to compile that. I'm working on that tonight with someone who frequents a lot of cougar bars. Okay. And by the way, bad mom, don't be that obvious. If the security guard knows you, that most likely these women know you too. So don't be obvious. I would probably not go to the same bar every single day. Let's see. Tom, what are your pet peeves? My pet peeves? They were pretty much mentioned in those tips, Tom. Most of them are when someone is talking on their phone or looking or texting while they're having a conversation with me, when they are not looking me in the eye, when they're looking around the room at what the better, more exciting thing to look at is, when they're looking at the TV watching sports instead of talking to me. Those are kind of the main pet peeves. I think making me not feel special, not really hearing what I have to say, those kind of things. Let's see. So people on Instagram are asking me about cougar bars in New Orleans. Yeah, let me know if you don't mind, people on Instagram and people on YouTube, if you would do me a favor and write in the comments section bars that you know and where they're located, that there are a lot of older women at. In general, I think you're going to find upscale restaurants, clubs, and bars, piano bars, are good bars that would attract, especially like hotel bars even, would attract an older woman, not necessarily the bars that younger guys go to, where there's like cheap beer for like $1 and a lot of, not a classy place. It's a lot of older women are going to stay away from young bars like that. Okay, let's see where we were. We have 2 Toms in the room. Okay. What else? Any other questions that you guys have? We're running out of time. Oh, Michael says any man should feel honored to hang out with KarenLee. Oh, that's very sweet, but I want you to feel that way about all women. I think that you guys are so nice. I went on other channels and I noticed that there were a lot of disrespectful guys on those channels to women, and they were actually like rude and disgusting. I was reading some of the comments on this one girl's channel, and the guys were like, she was suggesting that you take your time with sex, and she's like talking about looking the girl in the eye and all this other stuff, and this guy like, well, I work 100 hours a week, I don't have time for that. And I was really I was surprised, because the guys on my channel, they don't write comments like that. I just think that I've attracted a group of wonderful guys. KarenLee's crew, KREW. If you guys would wear those t-shirts, I will put them on my website. So let me know if that's something that interests you. How about asking a lady out to a movie like Fast and Furious? Yeah, low-key, you are so excited about that movie, aren't you? Because I think you've talked about it before. She may want it. She may like that. I think it's really important to spend some time talking and eating and having a glass of wine as opposed to going to a movie, because in the movie you're really not going to be able to have much talking going on. So that might be somewhere down the line. But yeah, you might find someone who wants to go see that movie with you and go for it. There you go. Tom is saying pretty much the same thing I just said. Okay, so avoid movies when you first date a woman, 2 hours of dead time. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking the same thing. So probably you want to spend some time getting to know the person. The more you learn about the person, the more she tells you, the more likely you'll be able to get deeper into the relationship with her. Tom will buy KarenLee's Crew t-shirt. And the way I wanted to spell it, Tom, was Krew. Haha. Good. I'm glad that you guys have purchased it, and I'm going to have it on my website. If you want to purchase that t-shirt, I would love it. Okay, so where were we? All right, it looks like we are running out of time, actually. And Michael, you have one more question. I will entertain it. Go for it. And if you guys are watching this now or later and you haven't given a thumbs up, please do so right now. I want to see thumbs up. Please like this video. Movie as a first date, never again. Huge fail, yeah. So yeah, if you guys would haven't had a chance to join my Patreon page, Patreon is where you can message me back and forth, and it's a way that you can see special exclusive pictures and videos that I don't put here. Each month I put a special one out just for my patrons, and you can be a patron for as little as $1 a day. So that link will be in the description box below. It's Patreon. It's a way that you can help creators finance these videos, such as myself. And Michael, I do not drink. Is that ever a problem? Never. In fact, the worst thing you could do is get completely drunk, and I probably should have put that in the tips. I guess that would be under don't be needy. If you feel like you need a drink in order to talk to her and get drunk, then you're going to have problems in the bedroom, and you're going to have problems later on. Brendan, you hear a fire truck. And is there really a Gus Gus? Gus Gus? I have a dog named Gus Gus. All right. So this has been a really fun and entertaining live stream for me. I hope it is for you. I hope that all these tips help get you to meet the woman of your dreams. And please join me again on this live stream tomorrow, probably 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If not, I will figure out another time. Anyway, I love you. Keep spreading the love and the sharing this with all your friends and coworkers or people that you know that have like mind. Oh, Gus Gus saying it's his dog's name. So we both have something in common, Gus Gus. All right. Goodbye, everyone. I love you. Mwah.